up plus 3 and heal once he gets level 3, so...
Stun from Jabs onto Miracle with XY here. They need one more hit and they get it! But the assistance coming in is definitely going to be sucking in a lot of early farm. Could be a problem for him later, but look at this. Matamaman on his way out, a little bit closer, can't quite get there with the coconut. They'll have to turn around and settle for the GH Lion instead. Pops his dragon form, gets hit with the dragon's tail. While that happens, at top lane is an engagement actually coming out from Liquid. As they make their move for Ice, 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 they will be able to pin him down. He cannot shrug that one off on the back of his magic wand, but look at this moving forward. It's going to be nuts. But he can't get the finish. A living arm. They'll drop a ward. If they see GH in lane and see he doesn't have a ward, then they can probably do the deduction and get rid of that ward. But their eyes are on the prize here in the bottom lane. Looking to go for a tier 1. They quickly surround XY nice and look to finish him off. A hook shot does jump in, and Ice 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 is able to get connection onto 3. He begins to dance his way on forward, hoping to go for the finish. It's Mind Control, the lowest and weakest here, hiding within the trees. They pop him with the Maledict, and he will eventually fall. Here is Liquid giving bottom lane another go. Ice, Ice, Ice suddenly crosses paths with Miracle. Is going to be forced to pop out the battery assault to try to keep him at bay. Will Miracle continue pursuit? He jumps in, quickly sees a coconut come in his direction, decides to pull off. Jumping in though is going to be Matamaman with a good swap back, and they'll get the finish onto the clockwork, and suddenly Mind Control steps in, gets a good two-man connection of the black hole. It is onto the Tempest double. Heads to the low ground and away. GH wants to go close, but that overgrowth will lock him in place. A follow finger will be there, and that will get the finish onto black. Now they spot out and look to go for the follow play. XY is also going to be taken care of. Any other Faceless members only risk being executed if they...
Night Corrosive Breath just removes the full living armor from 3 in a few seconds.
Ooh, Ice, Ice, Ice goes on chase for Kuro. Kuro looked like he was trying to get the root off, but Faceless' best chance at taking down and finishing off that tier 1. But we see Miracle with a Invis rune, pops out the Arcane rune now, and makes his move in. They're going to get the quick finish and take Jabs right out of the fight. Now they look for the follow-up. XY's there. He tries to run and pop out his wand, but Miracle makes it look easy with a secondary kill.
Oh, nice TP by really big this game. It's going to be a really problem to control him.
Whoa! Long jump from mid lane. Here comes Miracle. Looking to hop on in, and he's left with very little mana, but he is able to hold them there long enough for the rest of the Liquid Brigade to show up and beat some ass. Now it's Kuro dropping down the root, and there goes the black hole on top of Nuts. Just so much hate coming out from Liquid as they take out a third. XY's back into action now, but they're left with pretty much nothing to work with here. Some Liquid members are falling a bit low in life. Miracle being super annoying, had a haste rune to dance around with Faceless. Now is able to build up quite a bit of mana. Still stalking as the rest of Liquid look to make their approach. It looks like they managed to engage with Ice, Ice, Ice. He traps within the cogs, but they're able to finish him off with the finger. Both sides will take some hits here, but Death Ward will force Liquid back out and towards the low ground. It's going to be Matamaman caught up, and Jabs as he's going to secure a double kill. On the other side,
Dagger and the
okay,
BKB.
Let's go Faceless. They popped the smoke and they said we're ready for a good old fashion fight. They look good for jumping on the Matamaman, but they're going to get hit now with a black hole. For coming out from Mind Control, locking in Jabs, and Miracle makes the jump going for the backliner. Nuts is not going to get finished, but he re-engages and is going to be able to get the pop and drop onto the DK. But Ryan could hook shot in and cause a bit of a ruckus. They're changing up their positioning. Liquid have stepped out from the pit, only leaving Miracle inside, but that means he's going to be quickly taken out. He's out for 20 seconds before the Bloodstone will allow him to come back. Matamaman going to get forced all the way back and into the high ground, then swapped on in. Roche will get finished and quickly packed up from Faceless. Jump in for Miracle. He's seeking vengeance. This man at one point was sporting 22 charges and is now down to 9. He gets hit with a stun, but here comes the counter fight from Liquid. Get a nice pull back for Jabs. He's going to be forced to pop the BKB. Begins to right click down onto Mind Control, who steps on back. Has the black hole ready to go here, but they're having trouble dealing with the dragon there. And very nice for Faceless. Jump in for Miracle. He's seeking vengeance. This man at one point was sporting 22 charges and is now down to 9. He gets hit with a stun, but here comes the counterfight from Liquid. Get a nice pullback for Jabs. He's going to be forced to pop the BKB, begins to right-click down onto Mind Control, who steps on back. Has the black hole ready to go here, but they're having trouble dealing with the Dragon Knight in just his first life. Jabs is just going in. They'll finally be able to bring him down. But Matama Man and GH are both stuck dealing with these zombies. Finally, they'll make it away, but there goes the Breathe Fire, and there goes the finish. On the other side, they also are going to be able to take down Mind Control. God, he's so close to that Blink Dagger. Such a shame. Can't quite get the extra time to farm it up, finish it off, but...
He's in again.
In right away. Insta grab from Jabs. The follow-up. Black Hole's going to be there. They get the cancel coming out from Ice with the help of the hook shot. The counterplay is there. Faceless. Take the approach that is necessary and get it done. Tier 2s. Oh, Ice. Crossing paths with Kuro. Miracle going to be jumping in to aid his captain, and GH is going to help get the fish with the finger. It's going to be the end of the clockwork, but now the team is going to be coming in, but that black hole is big, and it grabs 3, pulls him right on into a follow-up route from Liquid, and that's a double kill for Miracle. They're going to follow it up and make it a full. And now he will rendezvous with the rest of his team. Here we go, the moment we were waiting for. Liquid are making their push happen, and there is a swap. Pullback and takedown. That is going to be Clockwork taken out of the game and out of this defense for at least 65 seconds time.
No buyback.
Tier 3 is going to be done for. Black moves in with his Tempest double, pops out the bubble, and Liquid will simply step away and help finish it off. Now they can move back in. There's going to be the second Kuro with black hole. There it goes. Miracle gets the pullback. The Mind Control black hole will be on 2. It helps of locking down Jabs even longer, sucking away that time
second
on the
black
Dragon
hole.
Form. Second black hole is going to be there for the DK, and he goes down, and it's a double kill for Matama Man. This game should be over, as Liquid are going to be finishing out their next set.
Yeah, DK buying back, but nothing comes out of that except his death.
Ooh. Fountain camping time for Liquid, it would appear. Swap back from Jabs. This would just really make sure that it's certainly over. Yeah, that is now a no buyback DK, and Liquid are just trying to get Faceless to tap out, if anything, here. This is like they have the Anaconda choke, and there's the tap.
Tap out.
Okay. It was a little longer there at the back end, but it was well-deserved and earned by Liquid.
Yeah, Liquid had their games on point.
Which I'm sure was pretty cool if we happened to catch it. Getting remote camera control from Pitmunkle. I'll just say that. Mid lane though, Kuro moving in with the back end of that double damage, gets off some good work onto Jabs. He may lose his own life, but some dominance in the lane, and as we saw, able to kind of participate wherever, and he's going to be doing a bit of the same here again. A jump in for the mid lane. Jabs eats the Maldic plus the Blade Fury Spool,
boosts their HP. Again, they're going on him again.
This is ruthless here from Liquid. They try to make a jump on a Jabs in with the Sprout right now, but Blaster's starting to come out from XY here. Mind Control eats a lot of the damage, tries to make his way up and towards the high ground. Can they snipe him with a blast? No, he's able to sidestep it. Heads back down, gets a good Sprout off, turns around, smacks the Coddle in the face, and then will welcome the laser. Really, no one does. I can't see what was on it. Bottom lane though, Ice seems to be in a bit of a pickle here. Gets himself caught inside a Sprout, tries to pop his Carapace, but he's not going to be slowing anyone down. Turns around for a good stun, but Liquid have good positioning to avoid all those down again. You do this in a pub, and this mid laner is definitely out of the game. They have DC'd. Okay, here we go. Black moves in. Oh, is able to get the last hit, and that's it.
Going on, I mean, trees usually don't move.
Ooh, Kuro doesn't catch with the stun. Oh! XY eats a super hard shot. Kuro,
he's gonna get it.
Will get it. My God, he can really jump that far? That's ridiculous. Will cost him his life, though. Here comes Black now through this bottom lane, and looking to hopefully go for a setup after dishing out the pact. He's got the damage, and will get it done with one more click. There it is. Killing spree for Black. Matama can shift in now, but unless he has some further detection. Oh, Miracle steps in. has the remaining bits of dust. Can Black wait it out and make it out? Yes, he can with the help of the Chaotic Offering coming in. A big drop will be there from Faceless. There's also a Fatal Bonds, but Matamame doesn't seem to care. He's looking to go in for nuts. It's a lot of damage of right click coming out from Black. Is it going to be enough? No, he barely lives. The Fatal Bonds is still there.
It's a fortune.
Here comes Black now through this bottom lane. And looking to hopefully go for a setup after dishing out the pact. He's got the damage and will get it done with one more click. There it is. Killing spree for Black. Matamame can shift in now, but unless he has some further detection. Oh, Miracle steps in. Has the remaining bits of dust. Can Black wait it out and make it out? Yes, he can with the help of the Chaotic Offering coming in. A big drop will be there from Faceless. There's also a Fatal Bonds, but Matamame doesn't seem to care. He's looking to go in for nuts. It's a lot of damage of right click coming out from Black. Is it going to be enough? No, he barely lives. The Fatal Bonds is still there, but they don't have enough targets to lock onto to be able to get the job done. On the other front, it's Kuro moving in and getting the slap down of nuts. Here, mind control, in a bit of trouble himself, tries to go for the self sprout and gets to kind of take things slow and a bit more disciplined if they so choose. But here's Miracle potentially going to get caught on the way out, and his Aegis is going to get quickly taken care of. Nice little snipe there from winning the game in that aspect and not really letting Faceless have a whole lot of outs. Here goes Kuro. He actually is going to be committing out the ulti here. There goes the ulti. He gets off the Carapace though, reflects that damage right back and gets the stun. They're going to commit the rock for this. Really desperate to move in and make a good fight happen. GH just walks up trying to get off a good ward, but he just gets blasted with his own bit of damage. And he'll be taken care of. Kuro,
yeah, he's gonna die. Well, it's still Lopus's.
Liquid now making that approach here to the bottom lane. Miracle, a man on a mission, rushing all the way in. They bump him back with blinding light, and he gets quickly surrounded. The greedy play here from Miracle, and Nuts will be traded for it. Matamame, who had also rushed on in, smoked up, and it looks like there's a pretty good chance. And look at that, they just walk right up into Ice, 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 hit him with the dust, now trap him. He quickly forces up to the high ground, but he's trapped there. So he's going to need some extra assistance from his team, but it's going to be way too awkward. There goes the Chaotic Offering from the high ground. It's a lot of heavy damage, and Black's going to get blasted apart with the Death Ward coming in from the high ground there. Matamame runs back in around. We'll be able to get the finish onto the Golem, and the rest of Faceless have to evac.
Tinker, they can defend the base if they don't die. Oh, big ulti from Kuro.
Oh, two of them caught out here. Beautiful dust. Beautiful setup from Kuro himself, and that is going to be quickly taken.
Go Scepter instead. I mean, long-termly Medallion will do better, but he just dies from either Nyx Assassin or from 3 hits from Clinks.
Alright, Faceless want to put a stop to this. The blast flies forward. Ice 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 gets a good connection with the stun, and then he's quickly forced out from the pit. Blax decides to step in, but now the rush is on from Matamame, looking to get a hold of any support he can. Oh my god, Coddle eats a hard shot. The Wolf will clean up the rest. Matamame himself, though, eats a hard amount of damage.
Jug.
Matamame taken towards the high ground here as they've been able to spot out and get a hold of the Warlock. He will be able to get the rock off in due time, but Black himself also going to get assaulted. He is out of this one. Jabs tries to dish out all the lasers he can, but not able to get the finish. He will eat an Omni Slash. Quick force to the low ground. Very nice, but there's the defusal. He will get hit up with a blinding light, but then the Blade Fury will come out, and they rush on forward. Jabs and Black going to be both out of this one. Nearly a minute without a buyback.
Level 3 Voodoo Restoration and level 4 Healing Ward from Jug.
Man, taken towards the high ground here as they've been able to spot out and get a hold of the Warlock. He will be able to get the rock off in due time, but Black himself also going to get assaulted. He is out of this one. Jabs tries to dish out all the lasers he can, but not able to get the finish. He will eat an Omni Slash. Quick force to the low ground. Very nice, but there's the defusal. He will get hit up with a blinding light, but then the Blade Fury will come out, and they rush on forward. Jabs and Black going to be both out of this one. Nearly a minute without a buyback. This could be Liquid's time now to take it home.
There is no buyback on any hero.
No, there's not.
Mate's dead.
There, this thing is dead for sure. Liquid got it. Well, Ice Ice steps in. He actually gets the last hit on the Roche, giving Dire the money. And it's technically going to be a snatched Aegis there by Miracle, but it doesn't matter. It was all Liquid's. And now it's just Matamame chasing around Jabs, trying to get the finish. But look at Black go to work. He just unloads a serious turn of damage. But We have Miracle over here on the other side. Secondary core of action. Able to move on in and get the finish.
No,
and
nice Sprout.
Third core.
Go back, heal a bit. There's 200 mana on Jug, I guess. Or no.
Ooh, almost a freebie there. Oh, they'll get it. Bouncing laser damage coming out from Jabs will secure. Still moving in, though, is going to be Kuro. And Matama Man, though, also going to be hit up. Goes into Shapeshift, while on the other side here, it's going to be Black making his move, trying to get the fish onto Kuro. Can't quite get it done. Mind Control comes in behind, looking to go for nuts. Both him and Kano will be forced back. But Matama Man on the chase finds out where Jabs is and begins to make his move. Miracle, in the meantime, will be able to get the Black takedown. Mind Control finishing off Jabs there, and the rest of Faceless desperate to attempt to make it back inside their base, but many of the damage had already been done. It's all liquid on this day, and it looks like the game 2 is going to be theirs as well. And this tier 3 has got to drop. This Rax is not set. There's no buybacks on Faceless and Lacoste. This could just be the game.
Yeah, this looks pretty over. No, oh, nice 4-step by Ice.
Oh, nice. Shoves Miracle inside the fountain. He stutter stepped a bit, but will not be finished.
Aegis is still on, but still some good plays by them. Yeah.
And that will do it. With the conclusion of that game, it is going to be Liquid securing the win and securing themselves a 2-2 record.